So being here in North Dakota, all I know is I'm not going to be here for very long, much longer, and I'm going to make the best of what I can with my time that I have left here in North Dakota. But yeah, it's pretty bad weather right now. As far as the camp, it's great to see that the people have unified for sure, because they're all working together. They're all working together to make sure that the people down there are taken care of, and also, they're doing what they need to do. They're doing what they're supposed to do. So, but yeah, it's snowing. It's cold. No live feed interruptions. It's good, right? And Chairman Archambault. So yeah, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I'm okay, and I really am. I'm remaining in prayer. That's what I was told to do and asked to do, so I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna keep praying. But for a lot of the people here who aren't in prayer, I hope that they find themselves and they work on themselves and they better themselves.
As promised, I started this journey walking. I'm in this journey walking. I got right up here to the Cannonball pit stop. And I'm walking the rest of the way in.
Good day, citizens of the world. Anonymous TV is broadcasting an update on no dapl. As North Dakota law enforcement will begin to block supplies from reaching Dakota Access Pipeline demonstrations, veterans are in the process of organizing for the protection for protesters. Between December 4th and December 7th, as many as 2,100 veterans plan to join the effort and non-violently demonstrate as human shields, defending protesters from assault and intimidation from police and pipeline security. The event, called Veterans Stand for Standing Rock, is an effort organized by Michael A. Wood Jr., who served in the Marine Corps, and Wesley Clark Jr., an activist and son of retired Army General Wesley K. Clark. Wood told the New York Times that he hoped to attract 500 veterans, but had to cap the sign-ups after 2,000. Wood said the supporting veterans span all ages and wars, and will follow a chain of responsibility instead of command. In preparation for the assembly, a GoFundMe campaign has garnered more than $580,000 to pay for food, transportation, and supplies. Ultimately, the veterans want to be fully self-sufficient during their effort. We have full support of the Sioux tribe elders and will be cooperating with them every step of the way, the campaign page reads. Clark launched the online campaign 17 days ago, more than a week before the Morton County Sheriff's Department attacked protesters with tear gas, rubber bullets, concussion grenades, and water cannons. News of the veteran support comes amid Tuesday's announcement that state law enforcement will begin blocking supplies for protesters in an effort to force them to leave the area. The supplies block follows Monday's executive order from North Dakota Governor Jack Dalrymple for an emergency evacuation of the area in worsening winter conditions. Last week, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers announced plans to close off access to the protesters' campsite and create a free speech zone. Anyone found on the land after December 5th could in turn be charged with trespassing. But the threat doesn't spook the water protectors. Yeah, good luck with that. We will not let this happen. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers have stated evacuation efforts would not include forcibly removing people from the land. In addition, a North Dakota State Highway Patrol spokesperson said the patrol is aware of the veterans event. If the group remains lawful and refrains from blocking the roadway, there will be no issues, said spokesperson Lieutenant Thomas O. Iverson. On Monday, North Dakota Governor Jack Dalrymple issued a mandatory evacuation order effective immediately for the hundreds or thousands of activists protesting the construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline near the state's Standing Rock Sioux Reservation. The order warns the pipeline protesters that amid rapidly approaching winter conditions, access to emergency services is no longer guaranteed and subject to the discretion of the Morton County Sheriff or State Highway Patrol. Dalrymple's order comes one day after the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers released a statement saying it has no plans for forcible removal of the protesters after the agency said it would begin blocking public access to the designated areas on December 5. However, the governor's order did not foreclose the possibility that state and local authorities operating under his jurisdiction would do just that. Dalrymple wrote, "Any action or inaction taken by any party which encourages people to enter, re-enter, or remain in the evacuation area will be subject to penalties defined in law." He also cited his authority to direct or compel the evacuation of all or part of the population from any stricken or threatened area within the state at his discretion. It also specifically notes the evacuation order will remain in effect even if the Corps rescinds their designated restricted areas. According to Say Anything blog's Rob Port, North Dakota Department of Emergency Services spokeswoman Cecily Fong said the state will not be enforcing the order and is intended as a warning that emergency services will not be provided to those who remain. However, Cherokee Nation scholar Adrienne Keene argued the state has already been preventing emergency services from accessing the site, and law enforcement, not winter conditions, are behind the blockade. Dakota Access Pipeline protesters, local and state law enforcement and private security forces guarding the construction site have repeatedly clashed in recent months. Native activists and others are concerned the $3.8 billion pipeline will threaten the Sioux Reservation and surrounding areas' water supplies and endanger community members' health, as well as destroy Sioux burial grounds. Human rights observers including Amnesty International have harshly criticized law enforcement use of force against the activists. This month, a group of the activists filed a North Dakota District Court lawsuit alleging authorities used excessive force. Sincerely yours, the Sanitation Man. We are the truth that's hiding in the dark. We are the last stand for humanity. We are your neighbors. We are humanity. We are a legion. And we are now. Expect us.
I want to let you listen to what the Standing Rock Sioux have said about this idea and this threat that they're going to try to cut off supplies to literally thousands of people, including the animals that live here as well. And here is the response to that from one of the tribal members.
The governor issued his with threats of cutting off our food supplies. We responded by saying that is an act of war, that is genocide, and our lawyers have been on them. So the lawyers said they're backing off.
Apparently the lawyers have been battling this out, and the governor has come out and said, actually, we are not going to be stopping supplies. He said that the evacuation order was a safety concern, as if there was going to be, for example, great flooding. It's the same thing he would do in a major disaster, trying to warn people that this is a dangerous place. But the Army Corps of Engineers has also said that they want people out of here by December 5th, but then they added, we will not forcibly remove people. Are people going to leave because they have asked or because they have made this evacuation order? I can answer that for you. And the people that we've talked to, the answer is absolutely not. The only thing that is going to make them leave, make them take their horses and their teepees and their lives and go back to where they were, is if the pipeline...
We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
Sincerely yours, the Sanitation Man. Expect
Special
us.
shout-outs in Ohio. Inspector. Operation Second. And the Anonymous Collective.
And I had to start again. Just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky